Hey guys, it's me, Stormy, and here is your love only horoscope for September 2016. And what a good month for a pause for a reevaluation, but also a great month for getting ready to have some great new partnerships, especially going forward. I feel like cosmically, we're just in a really good place when it comes to romance and relationships. Not to mention, with Jupiter changing sign on the 9th of this month, moving into our partnership sign, which is Libra, it's a very optimistic and blessed placement. Now, yes, I know somebody out there is going, Stormy, my love life sucks. I get it, but you can also take this month as the opportunity to realize that Jupiter is a lucky, optimistic, opportunistic planet. He's bringing you opportunities to have different patterns, different relationships, different experiences in your life. And if you will move your bottom, get out of your house, get out of your rut, get out of your normal train of thinking and experience something new, you can really take this by the balls and have a really good experience, especially for the next year, all the way until October 2017 is where Jupiter is blessing this partnership space. And so the other things we can kind of look at is that not only in relationships, because sometimes our romantic relationships don't start by, I see you across the room and we fall in love. Sometimes it's a friend says, just come with me to this thing. I don't know if you'll like it, but it'd just be something new. And you go. And what is great about that, because even in a networking sense or in a I'm just relating kind of sense, that's also what Jupiter is doing. He's creating a relation, an ability to understand and see a kinship or a connection. And sometimes the most romantic relationships we have don't turn into romance at all, right? The most loving relationships we have at all don't turn into romance. Some of them turn into business partners or best friends or whatever the new relationship is. But either way, Jupiter's helping to create that. Then we also have Venus coming into Libra on the 23rd, a new moon happening in Libra at the end of the month on the 30th. I'm telling you, this month, partnerships, any changes that need to be made to them to bring harmony is absolutely supported. And that's phenomenal because as we have permission to move forward, as we get towards the end of September, definitely into October, we want to take this energy and these new partnerships out into our life so that we can create new experiences. Now, if you want to know what's going on for your sign this month, you just stay tuned, and don't forget you're also getting a delicious dose of tarot with this from Monica from Advice to Think Twice. All right, guys, I love you very much. Have a beautiful September, and I will see you in October. Bye. Hey Gemini, so this month I think you are falling right in line with the fortunate, which is wonderful because we've got just a wonderful optimistic energy of Jupiter moving into Libra right behind an eclipse that has happened, which is still you're living out the energy of that well for the next 6 months. So it's shifted you. It's put you in a different place, in a different understanding of relationships. You've been working with those. Then Jupiter moves into Libra, this natural partnership space where it hasn't been for 12 years. If you're single and you're hoping to have somebody in your life, this is a wonderful partnership energy. It also just indicates, depending on your personal chart, that romance could be coming your way, and you could be having something a lot more solid. Now, if you are coupled up, this is definitely a month where you may start having a different kind of let's be more serious conversation. But the fact is that I think for you, things really get good closer towards the end of the month where Venus takes that move into Libra, and you've really then got this new moon in Libra happening on September 30th. So it's like, if this is what you want going forward, if you want to change the nature of a romantic situation, or even if you're single at the end of the month, that new moon is yours to grab and to put those seeds of intention out there and then to follow up with footwork. And what I mean is plant those seeds of intention, tell the universe exactly what you'd like to be experiencing to the best of your ability, and then put yourself out in the world, be around new people, places, and things. That's really the ticket. It's not that hard in a physical, let's go put yourself someplace different kind of energy, but it's all up here where your head's going to say, we don't have time, I don't want to go there, that's not going to work. Here's the deal. If you will not try to participate in magic, the likelihood of you recognizing it when it's right in front of your face is very slim. But you can also step out there, be in new places, meet new faces, and that's when life gets the opportunity to get different here for you. Have a fun month, Gemini. You've been working on relationships, and I think this is a time where you can start to see some of them, definitely romantically, begin to play out, okay? I love you guys.
Hello everyone, this is Monica with Advice to Think Twice, and I'm here with your September 2016 Love Tarot forecast. This is for Gemini, Thank you very much for being here with me today. As always, please remember that these are general readings only, so they're not going to apply to everybody watching. Just keep that in mind. You can watch your moon and rising sign readings as well for additional messages. But just for the most part, keep an open mind. Use your own intuition to take away the messages that do resonate with you, that make sense to you in this general reading. So let's have a look, Gemini. Okay, so I feel like for some of you, this is going to be a beautiful month of loving communication. Some of you, this month is just going to be about flirting, okay, going out, mingling, meeting people, just having fun, just enjoying yourselves. For others, this is loving communication within existing relationships, okay? This is peace offerings. I wanted to say reconciliation. For some of you, it could be reconciliation after a difficult time within the relationship. And for others, it is just, I feel like a dreamy time, I want to say. A dreamy time when it comes to love life, okay? And what they're saying is, it has to start with you, okay? If you are now wondering, where are you getting this and how is this going to happen? Because I'm not going out and I'm not talking to anyone right now. They're saying if you want this to happen, it has to start with you. So you have to reach out. You have to start the process, okay? You have to get yourself out there, and then things are going to start to change and pick up for you. Your overall energy is the Page of Cups. So the Page of Cups is loving communication. Okay, people paying you compliments, people admiring you, people asking you out, people telling you how they feel about you, okay? This is flirting, okay, is what I'm getting. I'm getting in person and online. Or just loving communication within an existing relationship. For some of you, this also talks about children. So if you have been interested in, having children, I feel like this would be a good month for that to happen for you. And if not, just make sure that you take the necessary precautions. You have a lot of cup cards in your reading, so it could be that you're dealing with water signs, or it just represents the fact that you're emotionally content, emotionally fulfilled. We could look at the energies in terms of one card for each week, or we could look at them in terms of the main energies that we're dealing with this month. Remember, the energy is fluid, so even though we try to put a timestamp on it, it doesn't really stick to that, okay? Things will happen when they will, how they will. That's just divine timing. But just for the sake of the reading, let's say around the first week of the month, we have the Emperor. Now, the Emperor would be an Aries that maybe approaches you in the first week of the month. Now, this person may be a bit persistent, okay? With the Emperor, it's like they know what they want and they just want to get it. And so they don't really react well to being turned down, or with things not happening the way they would like and as quickly as they would like. So just keep that in mind, okay, and don't take things personally. It's not to say, that this person is a stalker or that they're dangerous. It just means they may come on a bit strong. But again, what you could do with that is just communicate. Is just letting them know that, I would be interested in getting to know you better, but you're coming on to me a little strong. So maybe let's tone it down a little bit and see how that goes, okay? And if they're really interested in you, they will try to take that into consideration, okay, into account. This would be an older person, okay? Maybe someone who's older than you, or someone who's a bit, who's really, really mature. And it's a general reading, so it can be male or female. It doesn't really matter. I feel like this is someone who's built a name for themselves, a reputation, maybe has their own business. For some of you, this would be someone at work, maybe even your boss. Okay, so just be mindful of that. And of course, if that's something you're interested in, then by all means go ahead. And if not, I feel like just be careful, okay, and nip things in the bud, because it can get out of control really, really easily, okay? But I do see a lot of communication being exchanged between you and this person. When it comes to existing relationships, I feel like the Emperor talks about a need for more fun, okay, during the first week of the month. I feel like you may be a bit busy, and you may have very strict plans. Like today we need to do this and this and this, and today we need to do this and this and this. And so the Page of Cups just comes in to say, you know what, just have fun, guys, okay? Don't take things too serious. Don't become too rigid. Just make sure you always have fun no matter what you do. Around the second week, we have the Seven of Cups. And so the Seven of Cups is really cool energy, okay? The Seven of Cups with the Page of Cups talks about communication, loving communication that kind of gets you daydreaming, okay? Gets you like fantasizing, imagining what it would be like to be with this person, what it would take, you know, where it would take you, and so on and so forth. I see a lot of daydreaming for some of you, okay, based on communication you have with someone. It could be a water sign, like I say, a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, but it could just be any sign really. It just talks about emotional fulfillment, emotional content, feeling emotionally content. For others, I feel like you're envisioning a life together. You're talking about a life together. You're talking about family. You're talking about children. You may be talking about moving in together and what that would mean, what that would look like, okay? And for others, this is just saying, I feel like it's just saying, you know, you're keeping your options open. I feel like around the second week, you're dating a lot, you're flirting a lot, okay, especially if you're single. And you're just meeting a lot of people with the Seven of Cups. That's just a lot of love opportunity and love options for you. So just enjoy yourself, just have fun. Make sure you're not hurting anyone, but, you know, just have fun. And for others, I do feel like, you know, this is a bit of a cautioning. I feel like someone who's talking to you may also be talking to other people, like flirting with you and maybe telling you how they feel and all of that. I feel like they may be talking to other people as well. So just be mindful of that and kind of hold back, you know, and take your time. Make sure they're serious. Make sure that they mean what they say before you actually give in to them and share their feelings. Around the third week, we have the Nine of Cups. And the Nine of Cups is emotional contentment, okay? It is bliss. It's a wish card. So whatever question you had coming into this reading, I feel like for a lot of you, you're getting a yes, okay, during this month. Now, it may happen in the third week, or it may happen at some point during the month, they're saying, because it's so many people, you know, that they're watching the reading, it's impossible to pinpoint when things are going to happen, okay? It's just general reading, so remember, so this is the energy, this is the potential that's, you know, surrounding you at this time, and it's just going to manifest at different times for different people. But the Nine of Cups, it's a yes card, okay? It's a wish card. So whatever you've been hoping for is happening this month. With the Page of Cups, this would be new love relationships for some of you. For others, this would be children. And for others, this would be making up with someone you had an argument with, or you are separated from, or you decided to take a break from, okay? This is, if you've been wondering about getting back together and reconciliation, I feel like that's definitely in the cards for you. But remember, it's important how we approach the situation when it comes to a reconciliation. It's important that we take some time off, you know, to cool off, and then we change our approach, okay, when we come back to the relationship, because otherwise it's just going to go back to the same way it was. So just be mindful of that. But whatever, you know, you're wishing for around, you know, the third week, for a lot of you, but for most of you, I feel like, you know, around the second half of the month, it's definitely a yes card, okay? It's just the lovebirds situation, whatever it is that you're wishing for, gonna happen. And for the fourth week, we have the Nine of Wands. And the Nine of Wands also talks about coming back together for some of you, I feel, okay? It's that time when we've been through a lot, we've been hurt, and we've hurt each other, and yet we still want to be together. We feel like we still love each other, and we want to try again. And so around the fourth week, I feel like, you know, getting back together and just taking some time away from the world, okay? Just spending some time, just the two of you, to reconnect, to talk, okay? To get back on the same page. For others, the Nine of Wands talks about being too guarded when it comes to love, okay, for those of you who are single, but also for those of you in existing relationships. I feel like you have your guard up for some reason, and maybe you shouldn't. Maybe it's time to let your guard down, okay? Bring more fun and lighthearted energy into the relationship, into the interaction, because it's going to serve you a lot better, okay? The card is just saying that there's no reason for you to be so guarded at this time. It's okay for you to let your guard down. If you're meeting someone new, and this person could be younger than you a little bit, and maybe you look at them and you think they're not serious, or whatever the reason may be. Maybe you look at them and think they're childish or whatever the reason. But the card is saying, you know what, give them a chance. Give them a chance. Lower your guard a little bit. Whatever you're comfortable with, but try to make that effort of just allowing them into your life, just to see what they do, okay, just to see what happens. But be open to love is what they're saying around the 4th week. And in an existing relationship, I feel like they're saying, say how you feel, talk about how you feel, okay. I feel like your partner may not be sure what you feel anymore. Or if you're not sure what your partner feels anymore and that's getting you a bit worried, just communicate. Okay, communication is key for you guys this month. Just communicate openly and honestly, and you will work through things, okay? Your overall guidance message is miracles and blessings. Isn't that beautiful? Everything has its gift. So this is asking you to see the blessings surrounding you at this time. They're saying that you have all the blessings you're looking for. They're already around you. You just have to be open to them. You have to be open to see them, okay? This is also saying be grateful for what you have, appreciate what you have, nurture what you have, okay? Because it's a beautiful thing. It's a blessing in your life. For some of you, I feel like this talks about children and pregnancies. If it's been really difficult for you to get pregnant, or for your partner to get pregnant, I feel like try again. Again, change your perspective, okay? Be positive. Focus on envisioning the blessing, okay? And remove fear from the equation, because fear does something to the human body, okay? And just try to replace it with just love, light, laughter. Get yourselves in that kind of a place and then try again. And I feel like it really is a good month to try. And for some of you, what I'm getting is there's someone in your life already. For this viewer who's single, there's someone in your life already that you're not looking at, that you're not paying attention to, or you're not taking seriously, or you're not considering them as a romantic partner, as a potential partner. And actually, they're a really beautiful blessing that was sent to you to answer your prayers about meeting the love of your life, okay? So just be mindful of that, and just take a second look at the people you have around you at this time before you try to find new people, okay, to bring to your life. So there you have it, okay? That's your reading. It looks like a really beautiful reading. It looks like a really beautiful month. You're gonna have to let me know how it goes. Thank you again for being here with me. I hope you have a fantastic month, and I'll talk to you soon. Take care.